We always started off with the Nivea Men. I've been using this. I don't really see too much of a difference whenever I use this, but it makes me feel good using it. And also the glycerin in it helps it stick, and I think there's been like a slight difference in how long my makeup stays on my face. So I just put enough so that it covers my face lightly. So I always put a second one on in my problem areas where my pores and stuff tend to show whenever I put my foundation on. And there's the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, and it reminds me a lot of the Smashbox Photo Finish. This will be a $15, just this mini one here, $15, and this one is, I want to say, around $5 to $8. So I just spread it out so that I don't have too much product, and this will give you like a really smooth look here. If it seems like I'm speeding through the video, it's because I cannot find, and if I look over here a lot, to make sure that my camera's not going to shut off because I had to wait for it to charge, and then also because sunlight's going down and I can't find my light, and then also my husband's going to be home soon and I should have did the dishes. For foundation, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This has been my go-to lately. If you don't shake this, you get little bitty specks of white spots on your face. Maybe the sunscreen brings out those white spots. I always take some to the back of my hand and then I transfer it. I know this is kind of stupid, but I transfer it from there to my face, and I put it in areas where I know that it's going to blend out perfectly. So my go-to brush for foundation lately is this, I don't know how to say it, Sonia Kashuk Tools number 4, and it's a kabuki brush. I've been on the look for a kabuki brush or anything that you can get just in store instead of having to buy it online, because I like to have my things now. So I'm just going to pack it all over the face. The reason we're pressing is so that we push it or mash it into the face, and it helps it stay on a lot longer. Once you have everything packed on, then you can start swirling in spots that need it, because that'll give you a really airbrushed kind of finish, just making sure everything is seamless. So now that we're done with our foundation, we are going to move on to concealer. I am using two different concealers right now. This is the Maybelline New York in Light, and then this is not Bare Skin Minerals. It is the Hard Candy Camouflage, and I just stuck it in something like this so that I don't have to keep squeezing it out. The reason I'm using two different ones is because this is too light and this is basically the same color as my skin, and I like it to be a little bit lighter underneath my eyes. So I take this one and I put it on the sides of my nose, and then I'll bring it around. Like, once I have this one on, then I will take the lighter one and then I'll tap it in between, but I don't use as much of the light one as I did the other color, because you will see it is a very light concealer. I'm going to take my Real Techniques beauty sponge, and then I'm going to start pressing underneath the eye. I want to go back and forth whenever I'm first doing it, and I'm going to bring it around the lid. So I like to bring it up here, because if you see, that lifts this area up. If I were to stop it here, it would make this look meatier. Really into this corner here, I'm making sure that it's blended down here, and then of course whenever I'm finished, you want to bring it and push it into those lines underneath the eye. That looks disgusting. Now that that is all done, I'm going to take my Sephora 79 and my Airspun in Naturally Neutral. I'm going to put that underneath my eye to set it. Of course, you want to bring it on the lid because we're going to be putting eyeshadow there, and that'll help it blend better. So today I'm just going to warm up the face with my Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. So I'm just going to take that on my Sephora blush brush, and it's number 54. And then I'm going to just warm up the face. So you can see I'm just doing circular motions, and I'm not being too precise. Contouring would be just doing a cut here, but what I'm going to do is just warm everything up. So notice that I'm not hitting this area. I used to do that all the time, but I noticed when you want your face to be lifted, if you darken that area, it's not pulling it up anymore. So I'm going about right here on the temples and not down to here. And I don't know why I'm contouring my forehead, because I have bangs now. What if the wind blows? Then everybody's gonna see my big forehead. So I'm not too precise whenever I contour my nose. I just want there to kind of be a light shadow. If I were doing like a full contour, then I would I would grab a more precise brush, but I am not, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of shadow there. And then of course you want to warm up underneath here so that this will look a lot lighter, and then this will look deeper so that it makes it look pushed back. Okay, so after I do that, I always grab my Airspun, and then I'm using the e.l.f. brush. I don't know the name of it, but it looks like this. And then I'm going to dip it in that powder. And because I was a little bit messy with my bronzer, I'm going to kind of clean it up a bit, which is going to make it sharper, but it's not going to be too sharp to where it looks like a contour. And then I'm dragging this down so that, as you can see my jawline a lot better than over here. Now that we are done with that, what I'm going to be doing this look with is the e.l.f. palette, Matte for Matte. You have your transition colors, you have deep colors, you have your black. I'm using the Royal and Lang Nickel, and that comes in a Moda case, and it comes with like 4 other brushes. So I'm going to be dipping into this lighter brown here. It doesn't have any names on it. And then I'm putting that in the crease, and I'm going to be very light with it. And as you can see, these shadows are really pigmented. They do have a bit of chalkiness to them, but they are really nice to work with. So I'm just bringing it pretty far up over here, and then I'm going to create a line here, but you don't want it to be too precise. You want it to give it like a smoky effect. Taking that same color and bringing it over here, just kind of dipping it into your crease and then going back and forth. Now go into this shade here, which is right next to that light shade that we used. Start putting that on the end here, and then bringing that into the what we've already done as well. I'm going to go in with a deeper shade, this one right here. So these are the 2 shades we first used, and I'm going to go into the one right here, which is like a chocolatey shade, and then I'm going to put that on the end. I'm going to just tap it on there because I don't want it to be too heavily pigmented. So I'm just going to tap it like I did in my crease, and then you want to go in and kind of blend it out. You can kind of pull it forward, but I don't want it to be too dark. I want everything to be deep on the ends of my eye. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same brush. I always clean them off by doing this or using a napkin, and then I'm going to go in with that first shade we used again. I'm going to stick that underneath my eye. You don't have to use a big fluffy brush if you're not comfortable with a big fluffy brush underneath your eye. You can go in with a pencil brush, but I'm just gonna use the same brush because it cleans off easily, and I want it to be kind of dramatic down there. But after that, I'm gonna take this thin little brush here, and I got this from the dollar store, and it says eyeliner brush, and I use it for eyeshadow underneath the eye. It is a synthetic brush. It is not fluffy or it doesn't move very much, but I just need to pat color underneath here, and it's great. So I'm going to take that chocolate shade, and then that's what I'm going to use to pat color underneath, or to deepen up underneath here. I'm taking it on the end, and I'm just going to leave it on the end instead of going all the way underneath. Just keep packing color until you're comfortable with it. If you don't like eyeshadow underneath your eye, you don't even have to worry about this part. But as you've seen in my videos before, I like shadow everywhere. What I'm going to do is deepen up this area. I'm using an Eco Tools brush, and you can get it in a pack at Walmart. They've been selling them for years. I'm going to take that chocolate shade that we used and then pack it on the ends of my eye. Kind of deepen up this area. After I've done that, I'm going to go in with this peachy kind of light shade here, and then I'm going to stick that on the brow bone. I don't want too white of a highlight, but I do want it to look nice and clean. And then I'm also going to put that here. And then you see once you do that, it shapes your eye a little bit better. So even though this looks nice and light, once you put that light color there, you can really see how dramatically it angled my eye. So that's all we're doing for the eyeshadow. Very simple look, and this is a look that you can change out different lip shades with, and that is why I used this that's why I use this eyeshadow as an example, because we are going to go in with a nice fun color. So I'm using the Black Radiance eyeliner, and the reason I like this one is because you can see it has a point to it. I like for my eyeliner to be kind of far out, so I pick where I want it to stop, and then I follow back up with the other line. So I'm going to bring it about here, and that's what it's going to help. This is what's going to help guide me and make the liner more apparent. So just make a little triangle so you see the end of my eye to where I want it to meet with my eye. Fill that in. I want this to be thin here so that it helps create the illusion of this side being bigger and bolder. Start at the corner, ooh, inside of my eye. So this is the eye shape I am trying to achieve. See how it kind of opened everything up and lifted the eye? I'm going to go in my L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering eyeliner. I've had this thing forever. It's just one of my favorites because I like for my eyeliner to make my eyes look smoky, and I can really get in there with that. If you want it to be more precise, then there's techniques that you can use. You can pull your lid down and do it that way, or you can just buy a smaller one. But I like to shove it in my eye and move it back and forth like this. Perfecto! Alright, and then after that, I'm just going to use some mascara today. I don't want to go in with falsies. I've been using this Smashbox Photo Finish Lash Primer. That's really been helping with my lashes, making them look fuller. And then I do go in with two different mascaras. I have the mini ones because they give them to you at Sephora whenever you have the beauty points or whatever. So I have these two, and I just found them the other day. They're the They Are Real and the Roller Lash, and they're both by Venom. Now that I am done with that, I am going to go in with this palette again, and I am going to I'm going to take my Sephora 20 Pro Brow brush, and it has a nice angle to it with the spoolie at the end. And the reason I'm just taking the eyeshadow is because I want this to be a fast look that anybody can achieve, and just using one palette for everything is pretty amazing. And also using eyeshadow on my brows is probably my most, or the way that I use it the most. I'll use a palette of eyeshadow, and then I'll take that same palette and just dip my brush in there and get it all done so that I can hurry up and go to work. So anyways, so I'm going to take this light shade here, and then I'm going to put it in the front of my brow. Very lightly at the top. And then I'm going to start brushing upwards. I like for them to have a shape and a structure, but I don't like them to look too crazy. So I'm going to mess my brows up. I bring it back just a little bit so that whenever I take a darker shade on here, it transitions nicely. So then I'm going to take this one here, the same chocolate one that we've been using on our eyes. And then I'm going to start at the bottom, go to the tail, bring it around, and same with the top. There we have it. Sisters, not twins, guys. sisters, not twins, remember that. And with our eyes, I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush. It came in a pack, so it doesn't really have a name to it, but it just has a synthetic hair, so very, very flat brush. And I like to use this for inner corner highlight and things like that. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so I like to go to hair shops and find the makeup palettes they have in there because they're always really cheap. I think this one was just $3, and I was like, why not? These colors are fun. Try it out, see if it works. And they are actually really pigmented. I will show you. There's one of the colors. Look at that. You tell me that's not pigmented. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that blue shade, kind of like a shimmery, frosty shade, and I'm going to stick that in the inner corner here. Now you could just leave this eye look alone the way it is and then use something different, but I like this for my fun lipstick look. So I like to put the blue down kind of heavily so you can see you're really focusing on my inner quantity. And then I will take a pigment like this. This one's by Physicians Formula, and I've had it for years. My friend Renee actually gave it to me, and it's so old. I've had this one as long as I've had these. And if you shopped at Walmart and you went through the stark white shimmery stage, you know exactly what this is. They were in little bins everywhere on the corner in the makeup section at Walmart, and they were 88 cents. And I still have it because I can't let it go, and also because my husband says I'm a hoarder. But anyways, this, I'm sure you can find another shade like it. I've just had it for so long, I'm not sure if they even sell it. I haven't seen shadow like this from Physicians Formula in forever. So what it is an iridescent shade. It's a loose pigment. It used to have a ball to it, but it doesn't anymore because I took it off. And this is what it looks like. It's kind of white, but in the light it has like purples and blues, and the camera's not even picking it up. But it's kind of like a princess type deal. So I take that on the same brush I put the blue, and then I'm gonna put that on the inner corner. You see the difference it makes? The reason I laid the blue down first though in this iridescent shade second is because I want more of the blue to show through this iridescent shade than I do the other purpley pink pigments. Look at how fun that is. Okay, and then kind of and you could take that highlight in the inner corner out and then use like a normal color like this buttercream color. It's a very pretty nude color. It's called, oh, it is called Nude Cream. I got this one from Walmart. I'm like Walgreens. I got this one from Walgreens, and they don't run very high, but then they're really nice and buttery, and they don't make my lips dry. So check that out. So what I'm gonna do now is put on my lipstick. This is called Night Queen by Hard Candy. They come in really pretty cases like this, and it shows you the color on top. This is what it looks like. It is gorgeous, but the trick, or for me, no lipstick, like general lipsticks, will ever stay on your mouth. I don't care what anybody says. Some can last longer than others, but if you eat, drink, anything throughout the day, it is going to come off. So I always stick a liquid lipstick underneath any lipsticks that I wear, and that goes for that nude cream. I would have used a nude color underneath my lipsticks, and then boom, that lipstick, whenever it tends to rub off, you'll still have something underneath that helps it stay a little bit longer. So what I like to do for this fun shade, and then I have a green one just like it, is I stick black underneath it, and it helps it pop more. And also when this starts to come off, the black creates kind of like a shield, and it won't come off, and you won't be able to tell where the lipstick is coming off. Once again, you can leave this look exactly how it is, but I'm gonna go in with my fun shade. I'm gonna go ahead and add this color. I will say this is a very creamy formula, so I would never wear it without the liquid lip underneath. I feel like it would just go everywhere for one, and for two, if that it would rub off so easily. But these are only, I want to say $6, and they smell so good. Last but not least, my favorite thing that I always do, and I don't care if they said that it's gonna go out of fashion in 2017, because for me, I always want to be frosty. So I'm gonna use the Mary Luminizer. I use the Real Techniques setting brush, and it has a nice dome look to it, and it's very feathery. And then I'm gonna highlight these areas. This kind of helps. Look at that one. And if you notice, I'll just hit these areas over and over again until I'm just blinging away. I don't like how round my face is looking, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this step one more time. And you guys, makeup is all about playing till you get it the way you want it. Guys, this is the makeup look that I wanted to show you guys. This is a makeup look that I got compliments on. I don't know if they were lying or not, but it made me feel good. I hope that I can get recommendations and then deliver it for you guys, because that is ultimately what I wanted to do. So, thank you for watching. Oh, every time you walk in, you scare me, boo. You scare mama. Why you scare mama? Look, you like my lipsticks. Do the videos and this, oh, paper your butthole. You'll show people your butthole. People say that having a dog is not like parenting, but this is proof right here.